Hello, everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. Merry Christmas. I'm sharing my 2016 holiday project. It's my Christmas project. This one I'm calling The Gift. I will link you all down below to all the important information if you want to make this gorgeous present. What I love about this specific holiday project is that you can make this for any occasion. All right. So, depending on the paper you use, it can be for a birthday, a wedding, baby shower, you name it. This can be your go-to gift. All right, it's all in one. There's a gift box and then the gift. All right. So I made these super cute tags. My tags for this year are my gifts, are my actual presents that I'm giving away. And this one too, this one's going to my father-in-law's wife. So I am going to I put it on a bungee cord and I did this with all my presents because it's easier to just slip it onto the gift like so. And of course I did it backwards, but that's okay. And it actually suspends, all right? So you don't have to worry about taping it or tying it. This is just absolutely perfect. All right, guys. So I love that idea. So that is for you guys. Now let me show you what's inside of here. There is a mini album in here. Okay, and I did something a little bit different with my mini album. So look at how gorgeous, guys. The lid and then the box with the mini album inside. This album, if you get my tutorial, you get the mini album and the box. So this album is what I'm calling a Mr. Benjamin Jr. All right, look what I did with the album cover. I used, I don't know if some of you recognize these. These are little ornaments, the do-it-yourself ornaments that you fill them up with goodies and then you put them together, you tie your little string and you hang them on your tree. Well, I just used one side of it and I used that for my cover and I made a little shaker. And look at how cute it is, guys. Super duper cute. And I really, really love the way that it turned out. All right, so in the tutorial, I show you exactly how to do this. Look at how fabulous, how three-dimensional. If you use the round one, you can make it look like a snow globe. You just want to be careful that you get the shallow circles so you don't have too much sticking out. All right, so all my Kit Club members got these in their kits. All right, and then the paper, for those of you who are interested, hopefully I can wipe off some of this shiny stuff. I made a mess of my glue and I wiped it off and I thought it was going to just dry clear and it is clear shiny. So my bad on that. And then I glued little sequins on there on the stars and they look super duper shiny and really pretty. So let me show you the inside of this album is gorgeous. Let me grab the paper very quickly to show you guys because the paper is stunning. All right, hang on. This paper is called A Christmas Story, and this is by TrimCraft. All right, this is what the paper looks like. And this is a company in the UK. It's got really nice different papers in here. It's got like a textured fabric paper. It's paper, but it feels like fabric. It has a glitter paper, all sorts of things. So A Christmas Story by TrimCraft. There's the back of it. Oh, there it is. trimcraft.co.uk. That's the website. And you can see that very, very clearly there. All right. So now look at the inside of this. I did lots of really fun things here. So I used a lot of sequins and it's just really, really beautiful. Here, this is tape and foil paper. I use the tape. Usually I have issues with tape and foil because when you use it on your pages tend to stick together no matter what I've done to it. I know the powder, the this, the that doesn't work for me, guys. So I use it here on the inside cover. Nothing's going to stick to that, so I won't have a problem there. So lots of photo mats, guys. Look at how cute with the sequins. All I did was I put a bead, a nice healthy amount of glossy accents, and then I sprinkled the sequins, this little sequins pack that everyone got in my kit. These are by American Crafts, and look at how cute they look. Just super, super darling. And then this one I did glitter on it, and this one I just attached a die cut. But there is the inside cover. Super duper cute. I love it. Just really gorgeous. And then the reason why I call this Mr. Benjamin Jr. is because it's a smaller size. For those of you who are familiar with my Mr. Benjamin project, it's a smaller size, but it still has the capability of doing landscape or portrait on the page without you having to pick and choose the style of your photo mat. So of course, all of the embellishments are strategically placed so that you can add your photo and it will look gorgeous. Obviously, this photo is not Christmas, but it's the only one I had there. So there's your first page. And here again, another photo mat with this sequence, which I love. Again, size it just slightly a little larger and did the bead of glue and then just sprinkle the sequence on there. And just really pretty with my collage various elements from the die cut pieces and created these looks. So what's nice about these photo mats is that, or this page style, is that you can fit, although this is a shallow pocket, you can still fit a 4x6 photo mat in the pocket. So you don't have to limit yourself to just smaller photo mats. You can still do the 4x6s. Again, you could do landscape and or portrait. Okay, here's another pocket on this side. Okay, just really super cute. And then there's room for a landscape photo here, landscape or portrait. Look at that paper, how gorgeous. Here's the glitter paper, and some of these papers have glitter throughout. Just really pretty. And of course, everything is strategically placed so you can add your photo. Look at how pretty that's going to look with a picture. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. How lovely. That's beautiful. All you got to do with this album is slip your pictures in and that's it, guys. The page is big enough for you, perfect for a photo and 2 or 3 embellishments. It takes the guesswork out of making, a layout or getting super fancy. Sometimes we just can't get fancy, guys. Sometimes we can't. Darn it, I didn't let that dry completely before I slipped it in there. So my sequence is coming off. So I gotta add more whatchamacallit, more glossy accents, but I'll do that later. All right, so you get the idea. No, not too much work, not too much fuss. All right, you can still slip little bits of embellishments in. Okay, there's 2 photos there. This paper again, gorgeous. Photo mats, 4x6s and under. Absolutely fit in here, just perfect. Look at that. Of course, this is for photos in here, either this way or they completely fit this way, either way, okay? I showed you this already. Large size pockets and or large photos or small photos, doesn't matter. These are not completely dry, so I have to be very careful with those. Look at how cute, guys. You can slip your photo back there. I'd like to show you different sizes of photo mats. So you can do a 4x4, all right, just like that. You could do the 4x6, just straight, getting it perfectly straight there. But I really love that. That just off-centered, just a photo mat there, and that's it. And again, you get the idea with this side pocket there. All right, you just have to be careful where you place your embellishment so you can tuck your photo still underneath it. Just be very careful. Look at that, how gorgeous. 3 die cut embellishments and then the sequence. How beautiful is that? And here's this ensemble of of die cuts and then your photo mat already in place. This one, I just love this page. Look at this, how beautiful everything. I can still sprinkle a few sequins around, but I'm so impatient with letting it dry. Oh, as you can see, I'm already goofing up over here. But that is gorgeous. Look at this. We were to put that in these pockets. Whoopsie. I better leave it alone. How gorgeous that would look there. I mean, how festive. So gorgeous. Makes me very excited. And there is this ensemble. Okay. Some of the pages I left blank because there's a ton of room in here for photo mats, as you can see, and photos, stationary photos right onto the page. But then you get to enjoy these really beautiful papers. And that's what my projects are about. The best of both worlds, guys. You get to enjoy the paper and you get to put photographs in your albums. And I truly enjoy making albums for you guys like that because I know that you guys like the same thing. You want to enjoy the pretty paper and you still want it to be functional enough to add your pictures. And there you go. Again, tucking little tuck places for your photo mats. How gorgeous is that? I mean, really, it doesn't get any better than that. That is stunning. Hmm. I lost a little snowflake over here. Next time, I'm gonna let my things. Yeah, right. I'm totally lying. I'm not gonna let it dry before I record myself. I just have to glue everything back and just leave it alone. All right. But how beautiful. And there is that. Again, for a photo options, or just leave it. All right. This is beautiful glitter paper. There's your photo. There's your tag for journaling and or decoration, and that's it. Leave it alone. You don't have to do nothing to it. You want to add two photos? You absolutely can. And look at that. How fabulous is that? Okay? Just go for it, guys. How cute. Just did some sequins throughout the little area that this little pocket there. How pretty is that? Again, the pretty paper, we are going to leave it because it is stunning. This paper is stunning. When I show this paper, because my Kit Club, I tell you what papers I'm using. I don't necessarily show you the project because I haven't made it yet. I give you an idea of what I'm making, but I don't give all the details. It's always a surprise. When I showed this paper, some of the feedback that I got was like, never heard of this company, not too sure. But wait till you see it. Look at the magic, guys, with this paper. It is stunning, stunning. You're going to love it. And they have some new collections out that I'm totally going to use in 2017. All right, some more areas for. I normally put the photo mats down for you guys so you can see, but I wanted to show you, all right, what it would look like if you give it as a gift. So you don't have to put the place photo down, the white photo mat. You do this, just leave this is what you do, guys. You get your photo mat, your 4x6. You always want to go with a 4x6. You put the 4x6 down, right? Again, obviously this is not glued all the way down. You put the here. Oh, I'm doing this one. This is for a 5x3. This is a 4x6. But what you do is you put the photo mat down, and then you decorate around the photo mat. Okay, and you glue things down. You can pull it out, and then you still have the pretty paper, and the recipient can put their photo there. All right, can just tuck their photo in with no problem. So this page I did for a combo 3x4 and a 4x4. All right, guys, that's what this page is for. And here, again, you just want to put there, this is where the photo mat will go. Look at how simple this decorated area here. Just a pile of sequins, and it's just darling. All right, just really, really pretty. Okay. And you got to be careful with pattern. All right, if you've got too much pattern going on when you have a page like this, when you use the same pattern paper throughout and then you decorate differently, it looks beautiful. You don't have too much choppiness or none of that stuff. A few years ago, I showed you a matting technique that I do that I call a crossover. And that means, for instance, if you have a piece of paper, let's say like a graphic 45 paper, that has a giant, beautiful picture that you don't want to break up, doesn't necessarily fit. So you cross it over, you cut it strategically, you cross it over to the other page, and you still get that panoramic um, a view of the paper, and it still fits in your project. All right. And this is kind of what I did with this paper, although this was just a plain pattern paper, but I wanted all the music notes to come all the way across. All right. So think about that. When you have a piece of paper that's this giant image, You can still cut into it. You can still use it on a small piece of paper, small area. You just want to cross it over to the entire page and you still get that beautiful look. All right. And this is, I'm talking years ago that I showed that technique. Guys, and that's the end of the mini album. Here are some more photo mats. And this one is not dry yet, as you can see. So let me just show you what I did. I'm sure you guys get the idea. So you just put the glossy, and I recommend glossy accents. Dries clear and it holds. Or you can pile things one on top of the other. Okay, and you just pile the sequins on there. And now the key is to let it dry. That's the mat, that's the secret. If you can't do that, you're going to have a mess like me. Okay? So that's the secret, my friends. Letting it dry, and that is stunning when it comes to a photo mat. All right? That is money right there. Gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to let that one dry. I'm going to be patient. And for this look right here, you can use glitter if you want to. You can use flocking. Again, I chose to use a foil paper. All right, so this is optional, but you can use glitter, you can use whatever, or you don't use nothing, just the way I've done it a billion and one times, but I like to show you something different, guys. So this is the album that goes into, let me move that other photo mat that has a sequence on it too, so doesn't mess up too much. This one's not totally dry yet. And this one's not completely dry yet. There is your album. This is the gorgeous Christmas project. Look at that. How much fun is that? Super duper fun. Oh, there you could get a really nice look of it. And the only thing I regret, not filling it more. I could have put more snow in there. I was afraid that it was going to be too full and I wasn't going to have enough movement. But seriously, guys, go for it. I put plenty of things in there and I still have a ton of room. So have fun making your project. This project is called The Gift. I will link you all down below to this beautiful, beautiful project. I hope you all love my 2016 holiday project. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and until next time.